Hey everyone, this is Max and welcome to another no-code video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to send a message to Twilio and then respond back with a custom message. Now, to give you a little more information, back in January, I shared this message where I said I want to take an application built with code and then try to rebuild it with no code. And so for this particular example, I found this article or a tutorial from the serverless framework. And let me actually scroll here because it sort of shows you how it works. But basically, you send a message from your phone to Twilio, and then Twilio forwards the message to your server. That's done via a webhook. You create a custom message, you send it back to Twilio, and then Twilio responds back to your phone. And this here is the same thing, except the server here is based on the serverless framework. Now, let me quickly scroll to the end of this article just to show you sort of how it works. And again, I'm going to include a link to this video. I'm going to include a link to this article in the video. And so you send hello here, and then the response is hello, this is cool stuff. So that's the custom response that you receive. Now, I don't know how long it takes to build this application with code, but I built this with no code, and it was very fast. So let me show you how I did that. Now, I use Parabola, and I've used Parabola in my other videos, but Parabola is a visual platform, and that you basically put your application logic into a flow that you can see right here, and then you sort of put together sort of steps, and you connect them all, in a visual way, and then data is passed from one step to another, and so on. And again, you don't need to write any code at all. So this is how the flow for this application looks. Again, very simple. So the first step is to receive a webhook from Twilio. Now, so you're sending a message from your phone to a Twilio number, then Twilio will sort of take that message, and then we'll call a webhook. Now, this is how it looks on the Parabola side. So this is all the data that we get from Twilio when it calls the webhook, right? So it has the number, the message. Now, the data that you see here is just a test message, but this is the format or the structure of the message. Now, let me go to Twilio, and in the settings, this is where it defines. So a message comes in, and then a webhook, and it calls this webhook, right? Which this URL will in turn invoke the Parabola flow. And I can click publish here to exit, but let me show you, right? So this is where the Parabola webhook is defined. So again, a message comes into Twilio, Twilio will call this webhook, which in turn starts the flow, and then of course it passes the data that you saw. All right, so this is the webhook step. The next step is creating our custom response. And what I'm doing is I'm actually adding a new column. Now, I'm taking the message that was sent to me, and then I'm just simply adding cool stuff and also including a cookie. So pretty straightforward. Now, in another video, I'll try to make it a little bit more sort of sophisticated or a little bit more involved. I'll try to add a if-then type logic. But if I scroll all the way to the side here, this is my new column that I just added. And the last step is to send the message. So Parabola has a built-in Twilio step, and so we say from which number, and as for the message, we use an existing column, and we say body reply, and then a message is sent. All right. Now, let me show you how it actually works. So I'm going to go to Google Voice. So I'm sending a message from Google Voice to Twilio, and then Twilio will send it to Parabola, and then in turn I'll get a custom response back. So these are some test messages that I sent. I want a cookie, and then we click send. And here we go. So this is the original message, and then I get the custom message back with the cookie. All right. So that's all. That's all it really took me to build this this application. Again, incredibly fast. So I hope this was useful, helpful. Again, I'll include the links to the article in the video, and let me know what you think. If you find any other applications built with code that you think it might make sense to rebuild using no code, let me know. I would definitely love to try them. Thanks for watching.